Let's talk about the Baylor Bears. So this is a much improved team from previous year. Didn't have any wins over any ranked opponents, but much improved from the year before.
Yeah, I think Dave Aranda saved his job this year. They were 3-9 last year, and it got off to a bad start this year. They started out 2-4, and 3 of those 4 losses were to ranked teams, and the other one was Colorado, who ended up ranked at the end of the year. So they were picked to finish 12th in the conference, and this was really good for them to close strong. They won their final 6 games, all in conference, before ultimately losing their bowl game to LSU. It was impressive because they had really been struggling in conference. They were 2-13 in their previous 15 conference games before that 6-game win streak at the end of the year. And they were really impressive.
It's an impressive way to close out the season.
Yeah. And they were really impressive on offense this year. That's what they were.
That's kind of their identity for the past 10 years.
Yeah, but it was different.
Briles.
Yeah, sorry. It's not the offense that they had under Briles a few years ago. But they were the 20th ranked offense in the country, but they were balanced. So quarterback Sawyer Robinson had 3,000 yards, 28 touchdowns. Running back Bryson Washington had over 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns. Unfortunately, their defense was not nearly as strong. They were 81st in the country on scoring defense at 26.4 points a game. So this was an offensive-driven football team. They did knock off TCU for the first time since 2019 and only the second time in the last 10 years. That's one of their big conference in-state rivals. Pretty good year for Baylor, recovery year. I gave them a B+.
Yeah, I thought it was a good season, especially for Baylor. The losses that they had, they weren't terrible. The only one that looks really bad is that Utah one, but at the time Utah was ranked number 11, so it looked like it was a better loss than what it ended up being, and it was fairly close. So I ended up going with a B-, since they had a winning season and they were bowl eligible. That gets them a B-, and so their final grade for the 2024 season from the Nitro Show for your Baylor Bears, they get a B-.